pretty much everything. I mean, he's one of my favorite people to work with, to be around.
What is your secret for always staying down to earth? Well, I mean, gravity.
Keanu Reeves has captured public fascination not only for his acting prowess, but also for his enigmatic persona off-screen. Born in Beirut and raised in Canada, Reeves' journey to stardom began at a young age, and he has maintained a career spanning decades. One key question surrounding celebrities like Reeves is how they navigate fame and privacy. In an era dominated by social media and constant media scrutiny, maintaining a balance between public persona and personal life becomes increasingly challenging for public figures. Reeves, often described as humble and down-to-earth, has been known to keep a low profile despite his fame. This raises the question of how he manages to shield himself from the intrusive aspects of celebrity culture while continuing to thrive in his career. Beyond his acting roles, Reeves is also recognized for his philanthropic endeavors and cultural impact. His involvement in various charitable causes, coupled with his approachable demeanor, has endeared him to fans worldwide. This combination of talent, humility, and philanthropy has solidified his status as not just a Hollywood star, but also as a respected figure in popular culture. Keanu Reeves has become a notable figure in Hollywood, not just for his acting, but for his intriguing personal history and background. Due to his father's drug addiction and absence, his mother moved the family around frequently. Keanu lived in places such as Sydney, New York City, and finally Toronto, where he spent most of his childhood. As a child in Canada, Keanu faced numerous challenges. He was diagnosed with dyslexia, which made schooling difficult. He started acting in theater productions and small TV roles, which set the stage for his future career. In 1984, at the age of 20, Keanu drove to Los Angeles to pursue his dream of becoming a professional actor. He managed to get an agent and started getting small roles in films and TV shows. The 1990s marked a period of significant transformation for Reeves. He shifted from comedic and teen roles to action and drama. One of his most notable films during this time was Speed in 1994. This film was a major success and solidified his status as an action star. Following this, he started The Matrix in 1999, which became a groundbreaking sci-fi film. The film's success led to sequels and made Keanu a household name globally. Despite his success, Keanu has faced numerous personal challenges. His close friend River Phoenix died of a drug overdose in 1993. In 1999, his girlfriend Jennifer Syme gave birth to a stillborn daughter. Tragically, Syme herself died in a car accident 2 years later. These events profoundly affected Keanu, yet he continued to work and remain committed to his craft. So how did these personal tragedies impact Keanu's approach to his career? You could argue that these experiences contributed to his humility and grounded nature. Known for his generosity, Keanu often engages in acts of kindness without seeking publicity. He has been known to give substantial portions of his earnings to charity and to support the film crew by taking pay cuts to ensure better salaries for them. So now let's move on to Corey Feldman and see what he has to say.
I got legally emancipated by going to the Producer's Pension Health and Welfare Plan myself at 14 years old and saying, what were my earnings and what's left? Earnings, by the time I was 13 years old, $1 million, which is really not that much money, but in those days it was, in the late 70s, early 80s, that was a good chunk of change.
And how much was left?
$40,000.
Posters of his films line the walls, and vintage toys fill the shelves, untouched and preserved in their original packaging. Amidst this nostalgia, there hangs a sense of melancholy, as if each item represents a fleeting moment of innocence in a tumultuous past. You might wonder, amidst this curated collection of childhood relics, how Feldman truly feels. Does he find solace in these reminders of better days, or does it serve a painful reminder of lost innocence? His answer is clear. These memories are not just decorations, but symbols of the few bright spots in a dark narrative of abuse and exploitation. Feldman's story is one of fame and tragedy intertwined. Alongside his best friend Corey Haim, he once captured the hearts of teenagers worldwide. Together, they were the beloved two Coreys, icons of their generation. But behind the glamour of Hollywood lay a sinister reality. Feldman reveals that both he and Haim were victims of sexual abuse within the film industry, a revelation that shattered their lives and careers. But how could such rampant abuse of minors persist unchecked in the heart of the entertainment industry? Feldman's crusade for justice is fueled by a promise made to Haim before his death to expose the truth and hold their abusers accountable. His forthcoming documentary, Truth, The Rape of the Two Coreys, aims to name names and unravel the conspiracy of silence that shields powerful figures. Yet Feldman faces numerous obstacles. Delays plague his documentary's release, stymied by bureaucratic hurdles and legal barriers. He confronts resistance at every turn, encountering reluctance to investigate or acknowledge the crimes he alleges. For Feldman, these challenges validate his claims of a systemic cover-up, reinforcing his belief that powerful forces protect the guilty. During the 1980s, Hollywood saw a surge in child stars, with Feldman being one of them. He met Corey Haim while filming The Lost Boys. They became close, sharing many similarities, including their Jewish faith. Haim confided in Feldman about being sexually abused. A year later, Feldman also faced abuse from John Grissom, hired by his father. Seeking refuge, Feldman stayed with Alfie Hoffman, who also molested him. Rob Reiner, who directed Feldman in Stand By Me, suggested that the supportive family could determine a child star's fate. Feldman disagrees, pointing to the negligence of Haim's parents and the presence of bad actors on set. Despite the Me Too movement, Feldman's allegations of pedophilia have largely been ignored by Hollywood. He notes the industry's selective attention, contrasting it with his lack of invitation to significant events like the Screen Actors Guild Awards. Does Hollywood's selective memory extend to other victims of abuse? Over the years, rumors have swirled about Haim's abuser. Feldman claims he can't name the individual due to legal threats, but plans to reveal the name in his self-funded documentary. Despite his past struggles with addiction, Feldman continues to act in small projects. His career, however, has never fully recovered. His eccentric behavior and appearances on reality TV have damaged his credibility. But now, let's get back to Keanu Reeves. After the success of Speed, Fox Studios wanted a sequel. They saw an opportunity for more success and money. Reeves, known for his role as Jack Traven, had to decide if he would do the sequel. He faced a tough choice: fame and cash, or sticking to what he thought was right for his career. In a surprising move, Reeves decided to follow his heart. He said no to the sequel despite the consequences. What made Reeves take such a brave step? Fox Studios punished him for his decision by not giving him good roles for 14 years. This showed how tough Hollywood can be. Reeves didn't let this break him. He continued working on his craft and faced many personal challenges.
Who gonna turn down $50 million? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no.
Cat Williams has often spoke about the hidden truths of Hollywood. He claims that behind the glamour and glitz lies a world controlled by powerful people. These big shots hold all the cards, deciding who gets cast in movies and which scripts become films. They pull the strings, making secret deals and engaging in shady activities to maintain their power. Hollywood isn't just about fancy parties and red carpets. It's a complex game where everyone tries to outmaneuver each other to stay on top. What happens if someone refuses to play by these rules? Just look at Keanu Reeves. When he stood his ground, he was blacklisted for 10 years, showing how tough Hollywood can be. Cat Williams has also faced the industry's wrath for speaking out. He has been vocal in podcasts and interviews exposing the dirty secrets of Hollywood. One of his most controversial statements involved fellow comedian Kevin Hart. In a place where success often depends more on connections and talent, Williams is a voice for change. He tackles tough topics, even if it makes some people uncomfortable, and his fans love him for his courage. So what do you think? Was Keanu Reeves treated fairly when he went against the norm, or was he given a rough deal? And what about Cat Williams' claims about the sneaky stuff in Hollywood? That's all we have for today's episode. Now don't forget to give this video a like and hit that subscribe button for more updates.